I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to The Resistance. On this day in 1967, just 3 years after the Civil Rights Act and 2 years after the Voting Rights Act, in a nation still deeply divided over race and rights, a barrier was broken. Justice Thurgood Marshall was confirmed as the first black justice on the United States Supreme Court. Supreme Court nominations in those days were not the partisan battlegrounds we see today. Most nominees sailed through the Senate. But this nomination was never going to be easy. The opposition was fierce. Southern senators lined up against him. They couldn't deny his brilliance, and they feared what he stood for. Strom Thurmond led the charge. Hour after hour, he pressed Marshall with constitutional trivia, just hoping to trip him up and embarrass him. But Marshall would not be broken. Other Southern senators wrapped their resistance in states' rights, thinly veiled code for segregation. They were trying to hold the line against history itself. After 6 hours of debate, the Senate cast its vote, 69-11. Every single no vote came from the South, but history carried the day. And if, as Martin Luther King Jr. suggested, we judge a man by the content of his character and not the color of his skin, then we can see that Thurgood Marshall's accomplishments were extraordinary. As an attorney, he dismantled the legal foundation of segregation in America. He argued more than 30 cases before the Supreme Court and won almost all of them, including Brown v. Board of Education, ending school segregation. As a justice, he became the court's conscience, a defender of civil rights, a critic of the death penalty, a voice that never forgot the powerless and the poor. When President Johnson nominated Thurgood Marshall, he said it was, quote, the right thing to do, the right time to do it, and the right man in the right place. As an attorney and as a justice, Marshall's voice shaped the rights Americans live with today. The right of a child to go to an integrated school, the right of an accused to remain silent and have a lawyer, the right to equal opportunity in education and work, and the right to be free from cruel and unusual punishment. For 24 years, Justice Thurgood Marshall proved that President Johnson was right. And by the way, he once said, it's a democracy if we can keep it, and in order to keep it, you can't stand still. You must move. And if you don't move, they will run over you. Thanks for listening. Good day.